Imagine this. You confess your feelings to someone and they don't feel the same way. It hurts, right? That initial sting of rejection is sharp and immediate. But what hurts even more is the silence that follows. The unanswered texts, the calls ignored. It's like a heavy weight on your chest. Rejection stings, but the silence afterwards can feel unbearable. We've all been there, in that awkward space where words fail us. The silence is deafening, and it echoes in our minds. You're caught in a whirlwind of emotions, sadness, confusion, anger, each emotion battling for dominance. You replay the rejection in your head, wondering what you could have done differently. Every word, every gesture, scrutinized. This silence amplifies the pain because it leaves us grappling with uncertainty. The unknown is a breeding ground for fear. Our minds, desperate for closure, start conjuring up worst-case scenarios. We imagine the worst possible outcomes. We overthink, overanalyze, and often blame ourselves. The silence becomes a mirror reflecting our insecurities. But what if there's a better way to deal with this pain? What if we could shift our perspective? What if we could find a sense of peace amidst the storm? Embrace the silence as a time for self-reflection and growth. Silence can be deafening. It's a soundless echo that reverberates through our minds, amplifying our deepest fears and insecurities. It's like a void filled with unanswered questions and unspoken emotions, a chasm where our thoughts spiral endlessly. This void becomes fertile ground for negative thoughts to fester, growing like weeds in the garden of our minds. We start doubting ourselves, our worth, and our ability to connect with others. The silence becomes a mirror reflecting our insecurities. Let's say you expressed your interest in a collaboration to a colleague and they just never responded. The silence is louder than any rejection. You're left wondering, did I say something wrong? Did I offend them? The questions multiply, each one more troubling than the last. This uncertainty can be paralyzing, freezing us in a state of perpetual doubt and anxiety. This is where the real damage occurs. The silence starts to chip away at our self-esteem, leaving us feeling small and insignificant. The silence starts to chip away at our self-esteem, leaving us feeling small and insignificant. We begin to question our value and our place in the world. We withdraw from others, fearing further rejection. The fear of more silence keeps us from reaching out. This isolation only deepens the wound, making it harder to heal. The longer we stay silent, the more entrenched our pain becomes. But there's a way out of this cycle of pain. It starts with understanding and accepting our emotions. There's a philosophy that can equip us with the tools to navigate rejection gracefully and emerge stronger on the other side. It teaches us resilience and inner peace. And that philosophy is Stoicism. By embracing its principles, we can transform silence from a source of pain into a space for growth and self-discovery. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy originating in Greece, offers a powerful framework for dealing with life's inevitable ups and downs, including rejection. This philosophy, founded by Zeno of Citium, has been practiced for centuries and continues to provide valuable insights into human resilience and emotional well-being. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts and reactions, and accept what we can't, like other people's actions and feelings. By honing our inner strength and cultivating a mindset of acceptance, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and composure. Imagine a farmer worrying about the weather. He can't control the rain or the sun, but he can control how well he prepares his fields and tends to his crops. This analogy illustrates the Stoic principle of focusing on our own efforts and letting go of concerns over external factors. Stoicism encourages us to adopt a similar mindset in life. We can't control getting rejected, but we can control how we respond to it. By viewing rejection as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement, we can transform negative experiences into positive ones. At its core, Stoicism emphasizes virtue, reason, and living in harmony with nature. It teaches us to align our actions with our values and to seek wisdom in all aspects of life. It reminds us that external events have no inherent power over our inner peace. By maintaining a calm and rational perspective, we can preserve our tranquility even in the face of adversity. It's our judgments and reactions that determine our experience. By practicing mindfulness and self-awareness, we can learn to respond to life's challenges with grace and resilience, finding peace within ourselves. One of the most liberating Stoic principles is the acceptance of what we cannot control. When someone rejects us, it often stems from their own internal struggles, preferences, or circumstances. Their rejection is often more a reflection of them than of us. Think about a time when you had to reject a friend's invitation. Maybe you were overwhelmed with work or had a prior commitment. It wasn't personal, it was simply a matter of circumstances. Similarly, when someone rejects us, it's essential to remember that their decision is often driven by factors beyond our control. Dwelling on their reasons or trying to change their mind is futile. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to accept their decision and shift our focus to what we can control, our own response. Section 5. Shifting our perspective. Stoicism encourages us to view rejection as a redirection, not a dead end. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and refocus our energy on paths better aligned with our values and aspirations. Think of a young musician who gets rejected at an audition. It's easy to feel disheartened and give up on their musical dreams. But a Stoic approach would be to view this rejection as a stepping stone. Maybe they need to refine their technique, explore different genres, or seek guidance from a different mentor. The rejection, while initially painful, could lead them to opportunities and growth they may have otherwise missed. Section 6. The power of letting go. One of the most challenging yet liberating aspects of Stoicism is the practice of letting go. This doesn't mean suppressing our emotions or pretending that the rejection doesn't hurt. It means acknowledging our feelings without letting them control us. Imagine a child who loses their favorite toy. They might cry and feel sad, which is perfectly natural. But a Stoic approach would be to encourage the child to acknowledge their sadness without letting it consume them. Similarly, when we are rejected, it's okay to feel hurt, disappointed, or even angry. These emotions are a natural part of the human experience. However, Stoicism reminds us that we don't have to cling to these feelings. We can acknowledge them, learn from them, and eventually let them go. Section 7. Embracing vulnerability. While Stoicism emphasizes reason and resilience, it also acknowledges the importance of vulnerability. Bottling up our emotions can lead to resentment and hinder our personal growth. It's essential to create a safe space for ourselves and with trusted individuals where we can express our feelings authentically. Imagine a group of close friends sharing their fears and insecurities with each other. They listen with empathy, offer support, and create a non-judgmental environment where everyone feels comfortable being vulnerable. Similarly, when we're hurting from rejection, it's crucial to reach out to our support system. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist can provide a healthy outlet for our emotions and help us gain a fresh perspective. Section 8. Communication is key. While we can't control how others react or communicate, we can take ownership of our communication style. If the silence is unbearable, consider expressing yourself calmly and respectfully. For instance, you could say, "I understand you might not feel the same way, and I respect your decision, but I would appreciate it if you could let me know your thoughts so I can move on." Remember, communication is a two-way street. While we can express our needs, we also need to be prepared for any response, even if it's not what we hoped for. Section 9. The strength in moving on. Moving on after rejection is a testament to our resilience. It's about acknowledging that not every connection is meant to be, and that our worthiness is not defined by someone else's acceptance. It's about picking ourselves up, dusting ourselves off, and continuing our journey with newfound wisdom and strength. Remember, rejection is a redirection. It's a chance to reevaluate our priorities, refine our goals, and open ourselves up to new possibilities. It's an opportunity to discover our inner strength and build resilience that will serve us well in all aspects of life. Section 10. Finding growth in rejection. Rejection, while painful, can be a powerful catalyst for growth. It can help us clarify our values, strengthen our resolve, and emerge as more compassionate and understanding individuals. By embracing Stoic principles, we can transform rejection from a negative experience into an opportunity for profound personal development. Remember, you are worthy of love, connection, and belonging. Don't let rejection dim your light or extinguish your spirit. Embrace the lessons, cultivate resilience, and keep moving forward with courage and an open heart.